Hey everyone, and happy Sunday. It's, I don't know, nearly 9 o'clock I think. It's another lovely day, and we both fell asleep the moment our heads hit the pillow last night. Even though we've travelled nearly 6,000 miles, it was bonkers that we saw Jason's niece and my brother in one day. It was just like, wow. But never mind, it's all good. Today we have Warner Brothers Studios, and we are very much looking forward to that one, and we're going to do all the bits and pieces in the surrounding area and such. Nearly had a heart attack about the price of an Uber this morning. They wanted something like $50 for the trip, but we've gone on to Lyft instead, and they've charged us only 30 something. It does seem a lot, but when you offset that with the cost of the cheaper hotel and a nicer area, then you kind of don't begrudge it. But that being said, it's a good top tip. Make sure that you check between Lyft and Uber, because up until now we've kind of just been dedicated to Uber. But yeah, nearly $20 difference. That's a lot. But anyway, we're going to be off shortly. But so anyway, I'm going to stop rambling, and we're going to get going. We've got a flat tire, so we're stood along the freeway.
And it's no use working 9 to 5 if you want more than to stay alive. So come on over, we can make it through.
So we finally made it. What an absolute drama that was. The driver had, we heard something go underneath the car. I thought it was just something trash or something. But no, it turns out then a minute or so later, he said, I'm going to need to pull over. I think there's something wrong with our tyre. And yeah, that was really bizarre. We ended up getting picked up by the California Highway Patrol, and he dropped us off somewhere so that we could get picked up by another Uber. But yes, so we've made it to Warner Brothers. That's the most important thing, and the tours start every 10 minutes, so that's all good. So I'm just going to have a bit of a look around while Jason talks to Keris, and thankfully it's all good. We can now breathe. I can see the Tri-Wizard Cup in Starbucks. How amazing is that? I think I may have to get something to eat though. Definitely think so, because I am starving. So I'm fed and watered. We both had frappuccinos, and I just thought I'd let you know really that it was $69 per person for the basic standard tour, and even though we arrived late because of our little breakdown debacle this morning and riding in a police car, which I thought was lovely by the way, No, they basically said that you get a tour window, and we had 10:30 to 11, and they said tours start every 10 minutes. So, you know, having a little bit of a chill out here now and having a drink and stuff makes no odds whatsoever. So it's really relaxed. So let's get to it, shall we?
Include Maverick, Rawhide, Bonanza, The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr., as well as some classic Western films like Wild Bill, Wyatt Earp, Wild Wild West, and Mel Brooks' immortal comedy Blazing Saddles. All filmed right here.
We're going to be going inside Soundstage 26. Soundstage 26 is known as the 2.5 Men stage, where 2.5 Men fills all 12 of the seasons. And right now it's one of 4 sound stages that's home to the Courtney Cox series Shining Vale. We're going to see the haunted house set. So perfect for the spooky season to find ourselves.
We're in Central Perk. That's amazing. I'll have a look at that in a sec.
This room is our rotating exhibit. We switch out the things in here every couple of months. This actually just went up this week.
Wow.
This is our display for Hispanic Heritage Room.
My childhood icon, people. My childhood icon. Amazing.
Yeah, they did a lot of filming here.
Absolutely loving this. Really am loving it.
Yeah, so the Walter House.
Oh wow. Yeah.
He was one of the ones sent to investigate the
Starting them. Wow. This is pretty cool. Look, you can actually drag.
Tom Walker from what's his name?
Drag him to that over there.
Yeah.
And then it gives you their reel then.
So he came in and we presented it to Zach, and I said I got one.
That's pretty cool.
They all agreed that it was Henry.
Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah. I always remember him from The Green Mile.
That's that and the one with Bruce Willis.
I'm a writer.
And
I write.
Armageddon. Yeah. And I think he was.
Really deep.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. I think he was also a baddie in one of the Marvel movies.
I'd not seen him play a baddie.
I always wanted to watch that as a kid, but I never got a chance to.
I know about it.
Look at this.
When they did it and they showed a picture like that, I was like, Michael Keaton.
No, he was the original and best Batman.
And then they decide, oh, let's cut this guy's head off. And you're like, I only have like 3 of his shirts. I don't have 20 shirts. You have to really be able to think fast sometimes.
You really were there to solve any problem. That's your job.
I adore this film, A Star Is Born, with Lady Gaga. Love, love, love. That's amazing. And there he is. From the movie. Jace. They've got a jumpsuit over there.
Wow.
How amazing is that? Austin Butler wore that. That's amazing. And I like the symmetry about the fact that we've just come back from Memphis. That is amazing. Look. That was where Friends was originally known as 6 of 1. That was the pilot, and then they changed it to Friends. Oh no, sorry, it was originally titled Friends Like Us, then 6 of 1, and then became Friends.
Whole of that's the actual whole of Central Perth, and then yeah. Where are you?
Take a picture of you on a broom mountain later.
Wow. I love all the old classic movies.
It
is. Do you want your picture taken?
Where they come out of the one room, go up the stairs.
Oh, this is Big Bang Theory.
And so the whole apartment embraced that kind of collection.
When you started, I never guessed that
So after some iconic pictures, Central Perk and the Big Bang Theory, although spoiler, I've only actually seen I think 2 or 3 episodes of the Big Bang Theory, but the comic that was on the table was He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, but it had Shiva on the front. So yes, I actually have a little bit more respect for it now. I might have to start watching it though. You can have your picture taken on a broom flight, the Dark Knight Bat Pod chase, or have you seen this wizard? Do you want any of those?
No.
No, me either. You having fun?
Absolutely.
It's fab, isn't it? Little shop of horrors over there.
Oh wow.
We've seen that
I only just realised of the actual sets.
yeah. That's from the Warner Brothers studios in London.
Yes, it is.
This is fairly spectacular. Oh, I like that. The heat today, mind, it's so warm. My favourite bit of trivia so far is that every single letter of the Hollywood sign is owned by different companies, and they're all responsible for maintaining that line, or that letter. Warner Brothers have the second O, and apparently that's why it looks so shiny and new. But also, that is where in the film Elvis, that Austin Butler sat when he was meeting with the film producers about the 68 comeback special. So that is just a fantastic bit of trivia. Love it. Absolutely love it.
Wizardry, witchcraft. This place will be right up your Diagon alley. Restrooms will be on the right side and the exit will be on the left. Hope you enjoy. You're welcome. Please refrain from touching cars and costumes, but have fun.
That would be best.
Yeah. Arkham Asylum gates. And the Joker. Is that the most recent Batman? Because I don't think I've seen it. You want to? No, it looked quite dark. Oh wow.
Yeah, I agree.
Wonder Woman. You know she's my favourite. I know. Which Batman is it? Ah. He looks like he's got sunglasses on. That's the original Batmobile for me.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Quite sure what that's in there. That is one of my favorite series. I love it. Well, that concludes our visit at Warner Brothers Studio Hollywood. That was absolutely fantastic. Some of it was self-guided, some of it was on one of those little golf buggy things. But yeah, it plays to both me and Jace's everything, wanting to know all behind the scenes stuff. So yes, what a fantastic, fantastic visit. So we've now come to Lake Hollywood Park. And if you don't know why, then let me show you. Look at that. I now just can't look at that second O without thinking of what we just heard, that Warner Brothers own that particular one and they look after it. But there we go. When we were researching the trip and we wanted to see the Hollywood sign, everybody said about hiking and stuff. That's not my bag, baby. No. But this was advised is the best place to see it from, and to be honest with you, I can't disagree. It's absolutely amazing, really is. So I'm going to insert some pictures here of the ones that me and Jace have just been taking, and yeah, wow, I'm so glad he knows what he's doing with a camera, because I don't think I would have gotten anything like it. But the interesting thing is, look at where the grass has stopped growing just from where everybody has been stood. You see patches in the grass. Now admittedly they don't get rain an awful lot anyway, but it's very telling that there's all these brown patches where they've been trodden on over the years. But such an iconic sign. Gorgeous colours as well, mind, isn't it? The blue of the sky with the green and the browns. Imagine living up there. Then there's a little play park as well over there. I might have to cross the road in a minute and have a look, see what's over there. Should we have a look? Wow. Look how steep. Wow. But this trip is, wow, it's blowing my mind. Absolutely blowing my mind. So I hope you're enjoying the vlog series so far. Let me know down in the comments, what's been your favourite part? What have you enjoyed seeing today? And apparently this park is closed from sunset until sunrise.
More moments later.
So we're at the Walk of Fame, baby, the Walk of Fame. Yeah. Why are some of them the other way round? Daniel Craig. Yeah. Bugs Bunny. Where's Elvis? Ah, right. So we've just been looking for Elvis, and we've been here, there and everywhere, and we've now finally found his star, which I'll show you in just a second. So I've seen Walt Disney's star, I've seen Elvis's star, I've seen lots more than that, but the one thing it gets to me is, like, why are they all facing in different directions? Some are upside down in the direction that you're walking, some are straight, and it's just nuts, absolutely nuts.
20 minutes later.
So we've stopped for some lunch, although I think it's 4:45, so this is kind of like early dinner actually, isn't it, rather than lunch? But yeah, we're in the Hard Rock Cafe, and we have a tradition where Jace buys me a pin from almost everywhere we go. Although we've had to be a little bit tempered down now, because we've been in so many different places this trip that I think I'm not going to have enough space on my pin board. But anyway, we've now got, in the space of a week, a Hard Rock Cafe pin from Memphis and one from Hollywood. So yeah, so excited. Really am so excited. I love it. The vibe in here is lovely.
The following day.
Guess who forgot to close the vlog off again? Yesterday was absolutely amazing, although it's still surreal to me that we were picked up on a police car, in a police car on the highway, and the officer couldn't have been lovelier, and his name was Gentle, so thank you, Officer Gentle. You were very gentle with me, with us, and even down to the fact that I was peppering you with questions as to why you were taking our details and so on, and he was very quick to say that we weren't under arrest. He just needed to make sure that we were logged somewhere just in case something was to happen. So yeah, I'm so nosy, so nosy. Warner Brothers was pretty cool. I really liked that. I know Jace was hoping that there would be a bit more of the backlot type stuff, but it was a good mix for me. It was a good mix. If we'd had more time in LA, then Paramount Studios would be an absolute must for that reason, I think. But you know, we haven't got all the time in the world, and you know, we've crammed a lot in. If you've stuck with the vlog series so far, you will have seen that. But anyway, it was a wonderful day, and like I say, by the time that we got to the Hollywood sign and then Hollywood Walk of Fame, we were starting to flag a bit. So we basically came back for a rest last night at 6, and we just chilled and we watched a movie on the tablet, and we ended up having some pizza when we were hungry. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.